Today we're talking about how to do a split screen. So we're talking about two players here in one room, but the screens be split into two, view 1 and view 0, and so that you can see both players going at the same time. So the first one, the blue character, which is player 2, is I'm using the arrow keys on the keyboard to move him. Alright. And then on player 1, I'm the red character. He's moved by the arrow keys too, but I'm using the keypad instead. The keypad is the number of keys that move up, using 8 for up, 4 for left, 6 for right, and 2 for down for the keypads. Alright, and then he meets up with the blue character. So let me show you how I did that. Alright, so you're using two views here, view 0 and view 1, and you're going to split it up into two views on one screen using two views. So with view 0, make sure that it's set to enable the view use, clear background with window color, and make sure that it's visible when the room starts. Now my original screen was 3300 by 1991, and I divided the 3300 divided that by 2, 3300 divided by 2 to get 1200 here. So I got that at 1200, and then the height is at 1000. The port on screen is 1200, and then the height is 1000. And I have object character. I have the camera following the object player 1. The H bore and the V bore is at 200. That's set up for 200 because I don't want him to. If I have this set to 00, then when the character moves, he's going to move completely off screen before the camera moves. So you don't want that to happen. So you want to have some kind of like barrier there. You want to have it set. I have mine set to 200. That way the character is going to go so far on screen, and then the camera view is going to move with the character. So like in this area right here where the arrow's at, this is when the camera view would move along with the character. If you have it set to 00 for H and V, then the character would move to the end here, and then the camera view would move. So let me demonstrate there what I'm talking about. So if it was 0, 0, and I play this, then the character would have to go so far to the edge before the camera view moved. But if you set this to 200, and then you move the character to the edge of the screen, see how it moved? The camera view moved right from there. That's what I'm talking about. So it's best to have it set up where it has a gap a little bit, then move, versus having him bump up against the line there, then move the camera. Alright, so that's view, that is going to be view 0, and view 0 is going to be on the red player 1 object. View 1 is going to be on the character down below here. I'm not sure why it's not showing the line around the character like it's showing here on the first player, but view 1 is showing it should be this location right here, and it's enabled the view, clear the background checked, and it's visible on screen. And then for viewing room is the same setup, 1200 by 1000, and then its width and height is 1200 by 1000. But the difference here is for view 1, you have a port on screen. So I have X at 1205. So what this is talking about is basically it's going to line up with view 0. So you have view 0 on the left and you have view 1 on the right, and it's going to line up alongside from it's going to be alongside one another. So you're going to have view 0 here, and then you're going to have view 1 in this location right here bumped up, and this 1205 represents a gap in between view 1 and view 2. That's why you see that black line in the middle. So you could change this number to 13, and then there should be a thicker black line, I believe. Yeah, see, now you see a thicker black line in between the camera's views there. So I have this set up to 1205, so it's a smaller gap. So there's a thinner gap here. I'm not sure about the black on top and the bottom. You probably could adjust the height on it to make sure that it matches, so that it's completely gray up here and gray down below. I'm not sure why it's showing this widescreen look. I was trying to mess with the numbers, but I couldn't get it exactly right. But I'm sure you could mess with the height to make sure that this black strip doesn't show up on the top and bottom. Alright, and so that's talking about split screen here, and I'll give you the GMX file to show you so you can play around with it, because sometimes it's better to play around with it to get more of a feel for it than what I'm saying, because sometimes talking doesn't sometimes helps, but it's best to go through the program itself and see how I did it too. So that's that, and then I'll show you one more thing, which is just something small. Okay, for the walls, I have it not solid. Okay, it's at -20, but for the player 2 and 1, I have them solid because I want them to bump into one another. I don't want them I don't want them to overlap one another. So when they collide with one another, they're going to bounce off one another by using the reverse. The reverse here on the move, reverse horizontal. They're going to bounce on one another, so that's why they're set to solid. And when they hit the line, when they hit the square, the blue square, it's going to be move free. Position move free, direction 0, speed 0. That way they're not going to get stuck on the wall. Also, how I have the keyboard set up, I went to Advent and went to the keyboard here, not this. I went to the keyboard here, and when he has no key selected, it's going to be, he's not going to move. The character's not going to move. The player 2 is not going to move. And then when he's when you go to keyboard and select the left, then he's going to, image angle is going to move equal to 0, so that means he's going to go left, and the speed is going to be -15. So I'm only using one image here, and the crosshairs are going to be set to X50, Y is 50, and so the image angle means that he's only utilizing one image, but when you move the keys up, down, right, left, the character is going to flip or switch the direction. So that's what the image angle represents. So with up, he's going to go to image angle equals plus 270. So he's going to go in the up direction. He's going to switch going up. And then it's going to be at -50. And then with right, it's going to be image underscore angle equals plus 180. So when he goes right, he's going to switch. He's going to switch from going left to switching going to right. So he's going to switch his character image over here. His eyes will be over here instead of over here. Now with the image player 1, I'm using the keypad. So the keypad, I went to add event and then went to key press, and then I went down here to keypad, and see on the keyboard there is on the very far right there is a keypad which has numbers 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. On 8 it goes up, on 4 it goes left, on 6 it goes right, and then 2 goes down. So if you have pressed keypad 2 means that it's going to go down. So you press keypad 2, and then he's going to go, the speed's going to be at 15, and then on the image angle it's going to equal plus 270. So it means he's going to go down at 270 in that direction. Then keypad 4 means that he's going to go left, and that image is going to be image angle plus 180. So he's going to go left and then minus 15. Keypad 6 is going to mean that he's going to go to image angle plus image underscore angle equals plus 0 semicolon, and he's going to be going to the right, and it's got the horizontal speed is 15. Then keypad 8 means he's going to go, when he goes keypad 2, it's going to go to image underscore angle plus 270, and it's going to go in the up direction. I'm sorry. I told you wrong. Image keypad 2 means he's going to go down. I'm sorry. So at 270, image angle equals 270, he's going to go down. And that keypad 2 means going down. And then with keypad 8, he's going to go up. So that's going to be image underscore angle plus equals 90. And that's going to be at minus 15 speed. And so that's how it's set up here. I'll put all the information on YouTube, put the description up there, and then give you the GMX file so you can play around with this split screen thing here. And thanks for watching.